close and personal to my heart, and that was giving back. 3 years ago, my aunt was 38, and she got diagnosed with leukemia. It was left field. Nobody in our family was expecting it or had really ever been affected with cancer. She had 2 young kids. From the day that she got diagnosed, 8 months later, she passed away. I think the entire time, we really weren't expecting her to go. We were expecting something to work, I know that I was not expecting her to go. But through the entire process, I documented the day that she lost her hair. I documented just a day in the hospital. Just different things. Her kids came home and she got to surprise her kids one day of being home from the hospital. And Christmas time, we took a ton of pictures. So I was able to give those images and take those images and have them for our family. But about 2 months before she passed away, she said, "Kristy, I really think I want to do family pictures. I'm getting out this such and such date. Is there any way during that week that we could do them?" And of course, absolutely. So I knew this was so personal to me. I knew I didn't want to do this on my own. So I reached out to a couple friends. The first photographer I reached out to, she said absolutely, and that was Tessa. She came and she helped me shoot the pictures that day, but I can't even tell you how much those pictures mean to my family, to her girls, to every single one of us. I can't even put a price on those pictures, because 2 months later we lost her, and those are really the last pictures we had of her, especially with her girls and with her family, and being with my dad and the grandparents and all that. And so I think that sometimes we don't think about giving back until it's something that affects us personally. And for me, that's what happened. So I choose every year to try to give back to a couple different families that are just in need, that need a little extra help. And a lot of times it's not even that money's the barrier, because a lot of times these families could absolutely pay for a session, but it's really more so that they don't even think about that during the time. So it's just me blanketly reaching out to people saying, "Hey, I heard so-and-so told me about you and your situation. I would love to help." A recent session in the pictures that are in this article, a friend reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I know this young mom. She's battling breast cancer. She's got this Facebook fan page that you can kind of keep up with her progress and how it's going. She just finished chemo, and I don't know if she wants them, but she would be really awesome, to be able to take pictures for." So what do? I send a blanket email. She gave me her email. I sent a blanket email to her saying who I am, link to my website. If it's something that you want to do, I would love to offer your family this gift. And that's exactly what it is. I'm not trying to make any money off them. I really just want to gift this family with a session. At first she sent an email back. She's like, "Wow, thank you so much, but I'm going to wait till my hair comes back in a little bit more." Not quite sure what changed, but a week later she emailed me and she said, "You know what? This is me. This is who I am right now. I just have a little bit of hair, but let's do this." And I was so stoked, because I feel like these images, they show such rawness, and she's absolutely gorgeous without hair, with anything, but I feel like these images just depict such a definition of strength. And her kids are really young. They're all 6 and under, and I think that even more so for her kids as they get older, this is going to mean a lot to them. For me, that's all I needed. But there's a lot of residual effects that can come into effect when you have a small business. One, it helps your brand just by giving back. People associate good with that, as well as from a perspective of marketing. And of course, again, this is not why I'm doing it, but from a perspective of marketing, you get indirect marketing. One image that I showed got like 15,000 people seeing it on Facebook, and that's 15,000 people seeing my brand. As well as just that same image got over 650 likes. I know for a fact that I got over 100 new Facebook followers on my fan page. Again, this is not why I'm doing it. It's just one of the reasons that it's such an awesome thing to give back. It's just a side benefit. So this article is completely dedicated to reasons why you should give back. And if you have a different reason that affects you, some people do, newborn babies that have different issues or don't make it. Some people do just cancer. Some people, set up a day, like Health Portrait sets up one day where It's just helping people with families that don't have the means to get family pictures. So all this article is doing is saying pick a reason to give back, and to do it, because there's more than one reason why it's good for your business, as well as personal growth.